This is Tony Cannuli, the Marketing Director for HBRN Positive Powered Radio and the show host for the Slight Edge Zone. I'm here in Orlando, Florida at a beautiful five-star resort, Westgate Resort, just outside of Disney World, with an old buddy of mine, Mr. Larry Sparks. Larry's been in the network marketing profession for 45 years. I learned so much being around him over the years. And he's been the master distributor of many companies. He's been the CEO of 4 different companies in the industry. He's been a 6-figure monthly earner on multiple occasions, earned millions of dollars. And I asked him to share just a few minutes with HBRN listeners and viewers, so just to share a little bit about his story. He's just a phenomenal guy. And Larry, why don't you share with everybody how you got started in the industry?
Well, I was in Hawaii in the Navy, and an opportunity came available, and as you know, the military doesn't overpay their people, so I got into the business, and it's just been wonderful ever since.
Well, that's awesome. Now, years ago, how did you learn the business? I mean, we got iPhones, we've got MP3s, we got videos, we got teleclasses, we got all this cool technology. But when you started, they didn't even have 8-track tapes, did they?
My sponsor was in Florida, and I was in Hawaii, and of course it cost you an arm and a leg to call off the island. But I called my sponsor and I said, you got to teach me how to do this. I don't know how to do it. And he said, you got to circulate to percolate. And I said, what? But one thing that it did for me is it gave me my passion. And my passion is to make sure that people have the tools and the knowledge to succeed if they want to.
Well, you know what impresses me, Larry, because we've been friends for a long time, is you listen, you're learning every day. Even though you've been around, even though you've done training, built training manuals, and done training systems for companies, you're still listening, you're still developing yourself with personal development. You're on calls that we do all the time. You listen to HBRN, and you realize the value because you had to go after it the hard way years ago. What's your thoughts on the Home Business Radio Network and this concept of bringing this positive powered radio to the world, one phone at a time?
I have to tell you, I'm a student of the business, and I always tell the people that I work with, you have to be a student of the business. It's just amazing that you can get on something like HBRN and get the real professionals and let them tell you how they do things, and you can take that and dissect it and use it. People should have no reason today to fail, if they will become a student of the business. HBRN is just a phenomenal idea. It's something that I wished I'd have thought of.
Well, I'll tell you, you certainly are taking a big part in it, listening all the time, and we're going to have you on an interview here, because you can share a lot more of your story. This is just a short story, of course, but before we go, maybe you could share with everybody just a few things that you've experienced in your career that could help them, because you've been so successful. You know what it's like to live the lifestyle. You've been all over the world. You've made millions and millions in your career. What would you share with a few people that, your thoughts on that and what you've learned that would help them?
Well, there's actually 2 things. Number one is to get you a mentor that is more concerned about you than they are about themselves and understands our business. And number 2, and everybody laughs at me when I say this, but you can't become a millionaire in money until you become a millionaire in your mind. And so the personal development aspects of our business are critical. I'm a friend of Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar. I've been on the stage with both of them, and I absolutely believe that as you grow, your income will grow.
Wow, that is incredible knowledge. I can't wait to get you on HBRN for a full interview so everybody can listen to your whole story. As you mentioned Zig Ziglar, he's one of our phenomenal hosts here on HBRN. Thank you so much, my friend. It's always a pleasure. You're such a servant leader, and I've always loved the time around you. This is Tony Cannuli, the Marketing Director for HBRN Positive Powered Radio. Stay tuned and make sure you're listening in, because we are your mobile mentor.